rest of the stuff happening. Thanks, Jim Bob.
Oh, thank you. What do you got?
It's all good.
Hey, thank you.
Janice, lost on my insurance. I mean, I don't. It's not share. Direct controls. I mean, it's nothing in the door. It just shows what I would advise on.
Go Paul. Paul Story.
Yeah.
Marvin Allen.
Yeah.
Park Fair.
Here. Recognize the guest. Recognize Jim Bob.
Recognize? Oh, good.
No, the others.
Oh,
You do anything this weekend?
I didn't do much of nothing. I killed some hogs.
You didn't kill?
I caught some traps.
You know there's two kinds of people. Those with hog problems and those that don't have hog problems.
That's right.
electrician. They back to working. Driving. I thought they quit. Rocky. They didn't quit?
It was in no clean off.
No, I thought they quit.
That might have whenever they get, what on the, they're gonna run pressure back on there.
Yeah. I just was on a little bit. Hey Rick, did you ever get a chance to talk to anybody about the heating there? What we might do?
Oh, did he show up? Yeah, but he hadn't got us any numbers yet.
The guy on the roof did.
I was gonna ask you, I was out of the office Thursday and part of Friday, and I didn't know when it was gonna be towards the end of the week if he got up here, so I guess if you didn't talk to him, you probably didn't make it yet. But they were down, they had jobs working down in Houston, he said as soon as he could get loose, he'd get up here. You want to go ahead and look at this other little building here between the two, don't you?
Whatever's, yeah, we need to stop all leaks. Definitely.
I'll,
If it rains this fall, like it usually does,
I'll try to get hold of him this afternoon and see if he can give me a definite time that he'll be up.
yeah, it's supposed usually rains in the winter, you know, it'd be nice to get it done. I didn't know, Rick, if you ever got to talk to anybody about the heating there or not.
Yeah, Destry was supposed to work up something.
He had never got us any numbers. He had his engineer with, that he was wanting to work with and help him get some ideas lined out on it.
Sooner or later, we're gonna have to have something to bid off of. Need somebody with a little bit of knowledge on what we're bidding on.
We're gonna have to decide what you wanna bid on first.
That's what I mean, we need somebody with enough knowledge.
You need to decide what kind of system you wanna use to move
Right.
forward.
But we need to know,
Well,
not knowing
that's-
anything about heating there up, we need, somebody knows if that is a good system. I mean, I'm not a heating air guy, so just thought you
Okay,
had.
well, it's gonna be whether you wanna go back with this type system where, you don't have to run ductwork, or change it all up, which is gonna be a whole lot more expensive, I think, to
Forced air.
forced air, running all the duct and stuff in the ceiling.
Yeah, I thought we'd probably have to go back with something similar to this.
So once you make a decision, if you wanna go back with this type of a system, then it's no problem to get it.
But
I mean, otherwise, you're just gonna get estimates of what, to work off of, you know, nobody's gonna spend the time to draw a set of plans, I mean, unless you hire somebody to do something.
Hey, Paul, I had something to say on this too.
Go ahead.
I had never seen where y'all had bought any chemical or anything for the system here to do any etching on it or to clean any of it. That's a big thing with this type of system, is to clean it. And that's probably why you're in the shape you're in, because it's never been treated.
Well, I'm sure it's been treated, but I think, you know, it's, what, 30-year-old?
Yeah, but there's buildings in Dallas and stuff that's been there since the 30s, and I mean, they just,
Still working?
yeah, they just replaced little portions of it, but they have, there's some companies that, they take a chemical and run it through, and it etches, it's an acid, it etches everything out, and the lines that actually come through the building, if those walls are not good enough, they can, they put a coating on them somehow. I don't know how they do it. There's one company I know is out of Oklahoma City, and I don't know if there's any more, but it may be one option. It'd be a lot cheaper than what, you know, replacing the system. And, you know, you talked about one time they show up early and dump the system and it
That's
would
every
work.
morning.
Yeah, and then it would work. That's kind of leading to that might be the problem. I'm just,
Well, it may be.
you know, there's people out there know a lot more about it than I do, but that's one way to look at it.
All right.
We've had some people up here that worked on it, I don't know if they flushed it out or not, but they come up here and worked on it a couple of times, too.
What's the real name for it? I mean, I never even knew what do you call this kind of system?
Non-operable boiler.
I've heard the history call it, but I
Yeah,
can't remember
yeah.
what it is. But he's never mentioned something like this, so.
Yeah,
Although there may be something he's not familiar with.
my
Paul, another thing we need to look at is, goes along with the heat and cooling is sealing up the, outside elements coming in. We've got windows that's leaking and doors. You know, when you got hot air or cold air rushing in through doors and through windows or whatever, the heat and air system has to overcome that. It has to work harder to try to do its job. So we need to look at fixing some of the leakage from the outside, as well as.
I thought you don't have a cement saw, do you? Just cut this little slab out here. I was just gonna try to work on some of that tomorrow.
Okay.
As far as you know, we do need to caulk all these windows, but how would we get up there?
Well, you have to get a bucket truck or something.
Does the city have one?
Yeah, I don't feel reach that high, mine.
I got a, telescope and
Do you?
you go 40 foot, it's got, you put a basket on it.
Couldn't bring it up here, could you?
Yeah.
Because you're right, we do need to caulk every window up there. Jimbo, whenever you get up there, we'll try to get up there and look at them and caulk them. Tomorrow, we was gonna try to cut that cement, drain that water out of that flower bed or whatever you wanna call it.
How big a piece is it?
It's just about that wide of a cut. Well, I don't know.
I got a hand, and then I got one you walk behind too. I don't know.
The walk behind is good enough. We're at what?
A hand will do it.
About from me to
Sidewalk.
rig, as far as and it's just like 2 inches thick. But we could make a straight cut on that, we could drain a lot of that water out of there.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna, your track gonna be available more at Lumen.
I've got a grade room from this wind.
We fill up all these holes. And Rick, what about, I think covering up all these, you know, in the basement? You'd figure out what we could buy something to put over that.
Well, it's according to what you want to do, but there's places that make those bubbles more like skylights, whatever, you know, that would probably just fit.
Yeah, that's what we need.
Give them dimensions of the sizes and the shapes. Because they're all the same, I think, aren't they? Probably.
I think every one of them's the same. Yep.
You want me to check on that?
Yeah, if you get the number, call them, we'll get, see what. But if we get
You
that,
kind of put a bubble where we're open back to the building to keep the water from.
Well, I think you can just get one, you know, L shape that'll just fit on and seal off. You know, just anchor bolt it down.
Yeah.
Then if you want access, you just unbolt it and take it off. You can go down in there. Similar to skylights, stuff on roofs, you know.
Right.
you gonna bring that cement saw in the morning,
I'll bring it here.
what time you gonna have it?
Well, you tell me, and I'll have it here.
8 o'clock would be good enough, time we get stuff at the county barn straightened around, get down here.
Will you be at the barn at about 8 o'clock?
Well, I get there at 6:30, but we needed
I'll
to
be going to
here.
sale tomorrow.
Oh, that's right.
I'll drop it off by the other way.
Does it take water? We gotta
I'd like for it to, because it sure makes
Yeah.
them blades last a lot longer.
I'll bring the water up. Yeah, drop it off there whenever you go by and we'll bring it up here and cut that. Your bag, we're gonna be around one. We'll have to have something. A lot easier to put that in that bag.
We tried to dig that grave today. I don't know if they hadn't called and seen when it was yet.
I've got one tomorrow myself. But a lot easier putting that backhoe bucket. So I was carrying it a bit of cement.
You can take a sledgehammer, hit it, a few leaks, it'll just break up, pieces you can put right back, pick up. As thin as it is.
Yeah, it won't be much, Tracy still getting it?
Yeah.
All right, I guess we need a motion on item number 5, sign appropriation transfer checks, CPOs.
I'll make a motion.
1 second.
All in favor? What'd you do?
Mark Perry,
Yes.
Marvin Owens,
Yes.
Paul Stewart.
Yes.
And then Plainfield.
Did you look at all this? All right, then
So the new business is over.
yeah, new business is over. All right, on item number 6, approve commission proceedings from previous meeting. I'm gonna make that motion.
I'll second
Paul Stewart,
Yes.
Marvin Owens,
it. Yes.
Mark Perry.
Yeah.
All right, on item number 7, approve blanket POs. Y'all all looked at it. Just need a motion.
I'll make a motion.
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Marvin Owens,
Yes.
Mark Perry,
Yes.
Paul Stewart.
Yes.
Step out. After we get the
Item number 8 is approve and sign monthly report for health department.
Yeah, motion.
You what?
Need a motion.
You need a motion on it.
I'll make the motion.
I'll second it.
Marvin Owens,
Yes.
Paul Stewart,
Yes.
Mark Perry.
Yes.
You say you need to step out now?
Well, yeah, I can.
Who-
The elected officials, they couldn't come tonight to kill them. Couldn't they sit down here and all these unless you would do.
No, just whoever wants to go get them, go find them.
equivalent.
All right, on item number 9, we're gonna approve and sign estimate of needs for fiscal year 2017 for Karen, oh, okay. 2017. Anybody get up your item?
Yeah, kind of didn't know what she did.
Is that the same numbers that we did in here with Carrie that day? Is that what that is, that budget thing we did?
It's basically,
Yeah. Can you use your pen? Probably not. Thank y'all.
Thank you.
thank everybody.
Shannon, you got any done, you still paying schools?
Yep, my shirt coming in
We're
tonight.
all in.
We're good.
All right. I don't need a motion for item number 9.
We're game.
That's Arbitrary.
Yes.
Marvin Allen.
Yes.
Also.
Yes. All right, Rachel, you're up. To discuss OSU contract for fiscal year 2017.
All right. And this is the contract for our services of 2 educators, a secretary, and then through having us, we also have the community nutrition grant program that's totally free to the county. So for that, the total budget of $43,084. And there's 5 copies there. Oh, and Marvin, on the back of that is the report. I think all y'all got a copy, but I'm not sure.
What do you want to read? Read it for me?
And then you have those extra reports.
We
You
what?
have those extra reports there, and then the rest of it, everybody.
Yes.
Well, there's extra ones there on the,
She wants
yeah. It's the following week, the 7th. Look at my calendar. It's okay. Yeah, I've got district leadership kids this week, so. Nope, it's this week. And our district leadership. Okay, so it's 14, 15, 16.
Get some of that chalk over.
Are all the windows upstairs the same as these?
I don't believe so.
I was just thinking they may have a seal around those where they close. I mean, they may be leaking too, I don't know.
They may
How they
be,
make-
but it is, as soon as Jim Bob gets that lift up here, we're gonna take care of it.
Well, if they've got a seal on them, you may have to get it from a window.
Yeah, we,
Some of them's got a felt or rubber mold that goes around it where they close and seal.
right. I,
You probably do that from the inside, though.
Right.
wouldn't you?
well, we can go up there and,
Yeah,
let's
and
just
then-
go up there in a minute.
Yeah, and then I'll bring them over.
So we're gonna have,
Stay tuned.
I stamped them,
Oh, you
we're
did?
gonna have a 20-minute break
Okay.
waiting on
Did
the
you keep your
EMS.
copy?
I have,
We're
well, I
about
said
done
if
here.
somebody needed to sign, no issue, I guess.
Yeah, but until that one comes
Didn't you
back.
Okay.
say there's a lot of window units though too upstairs?
Yes, there's a lot of window units, like even when you go into the courtroom, you know, if you wanna look close enough, it's like wood, you know, the air conditioner, I mean, that, a lot of that could be costly. If we get the new system, we can take the window units completely out. Fix those windows. Well, I'm gonna make a motion on item number 10.
That is required now. They can, and a lot of them are starting to send their grandparents, the grandparents raising grandkids, they're also sending them through that, because they've got to deal with that also.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's available.
Yeah.
All right, with no other business, I'm gonna make a motion with adjourn, and we'll be back at 11 o'clock for the EMS. You wanna go up there? You wanna take a look? We will? Not on the third floor in the jail. I'm gonna, suppose like,
Another might change Brian. If they redid the roof when he was in there.
Okay, I'll get with him. I haven't thought about him, but yeah, okay.
oh, claims prepared. Get that one. That's the sheriff and district board. Working the comp. Yeah, it is. 11 o'clock,
Steve, last week, or last month, I brought in a copy
You have to go follow all that on that.
agenda.
Is there one on the door? Is there an agenda on the door for
Mark was on
either?
this meeting, so.
Oh.
Nothing on the door right now.
Is that either one of those? Thank you.
Take this to Karen.
Last month I brought an email from John Kerry Patton's office. They sent me the hard copy of the estimated needs. I'm just going to give it to you guys. So it's always
Same thing as the commissioners.
run volume staying the same. It was 120, 140 calls.
Well, it does stay pretty steady, don't it? It's just right there every month.
2 or 3 calls a
You
day.
can just about bank on that,
Yeah.
130, 140 calls every month.
We've got, what I'm doing now is I've got 2 ambulances here, full-time rather than a call truck, but I do have a third truck as a call truck. So, you know, if 2 trucks go out, we've got people local, we call in, they get on the ambulance and run some calls when needed. You know, it's not every day that we'll need 3 trucks. You can't hardly staff it for 3, but you know, if you just have the 2 or 1.5, you'd end up getting burned. We did some more PR work. Had 12 did, first aid at the Sonic Lodge for the Boy Scouts. Showing them, teaching them first aid. On the 29th, we did an open house out at the Cummings Technology Center. And just letting people walk through the ambulance, letting kids or whomever look through the ambulances, that kind of stuff. I've got, on the 13th of this month, Southside Fire Department, they got a hold of us because we put that first responder class on, and they're wanting to know what steps they need to go through to make their agency a first responding agency. I didn't know all the steps. What that means is that they have to have a medical director that covers their protocols. And I spoke with my medical director, and he said that he didn't want to, you know, get involved in that. He covers us, so they would have to have their own medical director and that kind of thing. But what I've done to get more details, I contacted the State Department of Health, and I'm going to have them come to that meeting. It's on the 13th, annual, biannual, something like that, with all the fire departments here meet at the Stigler location. And so bring them in and tell them, you know, try to have them give us direction on which way to go, you know, if anything. If they were to do a first responding agency, the first responders would be able to, right now they kind of do it illegally. They give oxygen, you know, basic stuff, splintering, backboards, things like that. Once they became first responders, then you got a license. So therefore, then you're held accountable for that stuff. And that's when they have to get a medical director. So whether or not they're going to, you know, everybody's going to do that or not, they could do it by fire department. But that kind of means that the first responders wouldn't be able to respond. If they've got a license, they wouldn't be able to respond unless they're affiliated with that agency. So it's a big deal. It's going to be a lot of paperwork and a lot of things to look at. But we're going to meet on the 13th of October. Here's something lined out. Anyhow, that's what I've got.
Anybody got any new business? Number 4, discuss, consider paying August 16th monthly invoice of $10,000.
I'll make that motion.
All in favor?
Pay in August or September, invoice?
Should be September.
You got August on it.
Yeah, August on there.
For September, monthly payment, invoice September.
Can you change the agenda and do that?
I think so.
Marvin's chairman of this board, so I'm gonna leave it up to him.
You guys signed it too, or agreed to it. I don't think it'd be legal.
Hey, if it's not legal, Marvin might advise you to be having an emergency meeting tomorrow.
That's what I said, Dave. I don't want to sign it. That ain't illegal. That's what's been here.
And well, 'cause we're gonna all be here tomorrow anyway.
Change the item.
You can't change an item on the agenda. Hey, we're all gonna be here tomorrow, working on the courthouse. We can just have an emergency meeting tomorrow.
The only thing is I've got other meetings tomorrow, but
Oh, we
I
can
can
send
send
it out you.
I'll send somebody back.
It's, nothing will change over there, man, you know. It's 24 hours in the morning. We'll have emergency meeting tomorrow at 11:15.
Motion on this, tomorrow.
You can't let that Jeremy start on the I'll second that. No, I don't, it's not on there. No, it's not on there either. I
Yeah,
mean,
you can't do those
we
either.
need to put this on the agenda, we need to put this on the agenda too for tomorrow. Sign estimate of needs. I don't know. I know you can do it for financial purposes, but I don't know if you can do it for signing needs.
Well, did you get it?
Probably not.
You're gonna have to wait another.
You wouldn't need to. I mean, I don't think that's in any hurry, is it?
We just have to do that next month. It has to be financial reasons for emergency meeting, I'm pretty sure. But 11:15 tomorrow, we'll just meet again and you have to make an agenda out, post it. We'll sign off on it.
What do you find, just the invoice?
The invoice.
We'll have to do that on another one.
We'll have to do this on another one, but
Yeah.
where's the invoice? Just have to bring that back, 11:15 tomorrow. This right here can be signed next month.
Motion done.
I second that. $4,000-5,000 money, but
Yeah, it's all stairs.
we're going to fix all the stools and showers. We're going to be ready for January, Rick. In case we get some, a new sheriff.
We need
goes
them
in.
fixed.
Well, we're gonna get the parts hopefully ordered today, and,
And we'll start on.
but you know, they're getting a new sheriff north of us, and if we can negotiate a price, we need to be, if we can negotiate a profitable price, we need to be ready to take them and ready to hire some more people.
Sounds good.
But we're gonna talk to them first.
What are you gonna try to do tomorrow, just a little bit of that?
Yeah, just a little bit of yard work, and
Yard
so we're gonna
work,
start caulking some windows, and just, if you can bring, we each bring one person, I think that'd be more than enough. Just some shovels and stuff to drain this flower bed and fill up some holes around here, and we're gonna do some caulking, and if you can, it's, you know, it's, I mean, if y'all can, cause it's not gonna be no strenuous day, I mean, we might We can do a lot of those windows from the inside. We'll get one up there and look. We're gonna have to meet 11:15 anyway tomorrow.
You gonna pick up some calls?
Yeah, we'll go down there and Rick, you reckon that foamy stuff, you know, it sticks? Reckon we put that around those windows up there in the jail? And like,
Yeah, weather stripping?
yeah,
That foam's not working, it's putting up.
it's not.
It doesn't stick very good.
No, it's mostly water and it'll run
What
through
if we
it.
want to put around that window? Do we need somewhere we can still open it?
Yeah, well, they make all kinds. I mean, they probably need some of that rubber. They make they make all kinds. I don't know where you gotta get it at. It's still kind of thin.
Yeah, it has to be thin.
Maybe
About 8
somewhere where
o'clock
we
tomorrow,
get that
is that all right with you?
gas
Yeah.
Probably.
Bill, out of date would know probably. If he don't have it, he can get it. Depending on what you're trying to do.
Yeah, but
And they make it with that adhesive on it, but I mean, there's all grades, just that old cheap foam, not any good. You need to get, I mean, they make real good grades of that.
we'll get on it tomorrow then. We're gonna have to be here anyway, so. Marvin, if you can, with the track over, if you can't, whatever, but I thought we'd tear this.
I don't say I don't know when that's really is. If you don't have something available, it'd probably work better anyway. I can send a skid loader up here.
Well, that, if we don't have one, if we had one, it'd work
That
better.
if you just wanna peel that off and just cut that layer off, and it'd be a lot better in the backhoe or anything anyway, cause you're gonna have teeth march, you have to go back
Right.
and grade it.
You got a
You take
skid
that skid
loader.
loader and just go right through there and just cut it, trim it right off.
I was gonna take that extra dirt too, and then we.
So we can,
all
I'll
this
send
up.
one with tracks on it, rubber tracks, where they ain't got wheels, so we don't tear everything out.
Right.
Cause even tires, it just tears.
Yeah, it
ground
tears,
up,
it
but
rips and
that
stuff.
one with tracks on it don't do nothing. And you can just go anywhere with it, we carry that dirt wherever you need it. And then if you got any excess, cause all that sod is gonna, you can't hardly grade with it.
No.
Cause roots go down.
I figured we were gonna plant some winter grass.
It's for, it's
But
for
there's-
next concrete.
I think down here by the tree where all the roots are showing and stuff.
Falls in, they're trying to cover
They just
that.
need some right.
Rain won't go
Yeah,
in.
but you gotta get those gutters to go away from the building.
Well, that's true. I think they're,
Because the gutters right now aim right
You
at.
can use some of it around
Going
here,
in the
probably a lot of it.
yeah, well, that's the reason why they've got to.
Yeah, we're gonna use some of it still in the fall.
Hold that sod, if it's going there and just trim that sod off, might just take it there and lay it right back in place.
Might do it.
Marvin, are you talking about Oscar's funeral? Is that the one you're, Oscar's funeral, is that the one you're? It's at 2.
It's at 2
Or
tomorrow.
It's at 2, yeah, tomorrow.
It was a mistake on Facebook where it said Thursday, but
Yeah,
it's
it's
tomorrow at 2.
Well, if he's gonna send a skid loader, we won't need that.
I'll just send that up here and it'll be a lot simpler, cleaner and everything.
Well, we won't need that jack over.
I'll send a boy to run it. What time you want it?
I guess, but, what, 8 or 9 o'clock?
First
We
church
might-
and there at the top.
8 o'clock. And then I'll bring that saw, and we'll saw that cement. You got chocolate on it, Mark. I don't know if I probably not one up, yeah, I can get one. We'll saw that cement hauled off. I'll bring, all we need is a few shovels and different things. We can drain that water, 'cause that dirt is built up underneath them bushes, and the water can't come out. All right, we'll
Are the
get that.
gutters gonna be rerouted? Cause right now they're aimed where they go right towards the basement. Some of those gutters.
You're gonna cut all that dirt down and it's gonna help a lot of that.
We'll look at them, but we're gonna divert all the water we possibly can away from the basement of this courthouse. If it ever rains good, just go down there.